The Leper of Saint Giles by Ellis Peters. 1. Brother Cadfael set out from the gatehouse that Monday afternoon of October in the year 1139, darkly convinced that something ominous would have happened before he re-entered the great court, though he had no reason to suppose that he would be absent more than an hour or so. He was bound only to the hospital of Saint Giles, at the far end of the monks' foregate, barely half a mile from Shrewsbury Abbey, and his errand was merely to replenish with oils, lotions, and ointments the medicine cupboard of the hospital. They were heavy on such remedies at Saint Giles. Even when there were few lepers, for whose control and assistance the hospice existed, there were always some indigent and ailing souls in care there, and the application of Cadfael's herbal remedies soothed and placated the mind as well as the skin. He made this pilgrimage on an average every 3rd week, to replace what had been used. These days he made it with all the better will, because Brother Mark, his much prized and dearly missed assistant in the herbarium, had felt it to be his destiny to go and serve with the unfortunate for a year, and a visit to Saint Giles was now a blessed reminder of peaceful days departed. For to make all plain, Cadfael's forebodings had nothing whatever to do with the momentous events soon to be visited upon the Abbey of St. Peter and St. Paul of Shrewsbury. No reference to marrying and giving in marriage, no omens of sudden and violent death. He was expecting, rather, that in his absence some vessel full of precious liquid would be broken, some syrup left to boil over, some pan to burn dry, in his workshop in the herb gardens, or else that his brazier would be fed too generously and set light to the parcels of dried herbs rustling overhead, and, in the worst case, to the whole workshop. Mark had been gentle, dutiful, and neat-handed. In his place Cadfael had been given, for his sins, the most cheerful, guileless, heedless, and handless of cherubs, eternally hopeful, never chastened, a raw novice of 19, fixed forever at the age of a happy child of 12. His fingers were all thumbs, but his zest and confidence were absolute. He knew he could do all, his will being so beneficent, and fumbled at the first balk, forever astonished and aghast at the results he produced. To complete the problem he presented, he was the most good-humoured and affectionate soul in the world, also, less fortunately, the most impervious, since hope was eternal for him. Under reproof, having broken, wrecked, mismanaged, and burned, he rode the tide serenely, penitent, assured of grace, confident of avoiding all repetition of failure.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?